What up, world, and welcome back to another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast. I'm your host, Trees Trims, and today we got a very special guest in the building. We got CEO and founder of the ThePeaceWatchers community safety app in the building. This dude is not only the CEO and founder of the ThePeaceWatchers, but he's also a respiratory therapist, which we know how important they are to our lives and community right now in the states that we're in, dealing with COVID-19, etc. So big shout out to that. Not only that, this brother is my friend, he is my brother, and he is Oceanside's very own Justin Austin.
Oh,
welcome to the show, baby.
Damn.
My man.
With an intro like that,
yes, sir.
God,
I'm trying to get smoother and smoother,
Yo.
man. I can't be out here stuttering every time, baby.
Before I say anything, but let me tell you how proud of you I am. Bro.
Thank you, man.
This right here, this, bro, this is dope, man. I've been watching you, and I know I was gonna get my turn to be here, and now that I'm here, I'm like, woo. See, this kind of hot, bro. You're kind of hot, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
No,
Welcome,
I appreciate
man.
you, bro.
I really appreciate you taking the time to be here, man. And I know that people are gonna enjoy this episode. You got a lot of positive things to bring to the table. So let's get right into it, man.
Yes, sir.
If you watched any episode, you know how I start things.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, who are you?
Ooh, well, I'm Justin Austin. I'm the son of two best parents ever created, in my opinion. You know, my mother and my father are pretty much the reason why I am who I am. You know what I mean? I give all respect to my people. My family's from Barbados. I'm West Indian.
Shout out Barbados!
Real deal.
Yeah.
You know, the first thing I identified, man, in my adult years is a father, man. Like,
okay.
I've been a father for most of my life. Like,
right.
It's crazy to say that, but like, I had kids when I was 16, 17 years old.
Right.
I'm 40 now. I'll be 41 soon.
Right. So more than half of your life.
Yeah, most of my life.
Like that.
I've been a
wow,
dad. Bro.
Yeah.
So I identify with that wholeheartedly, man. I raised my kids. My daughter, who's a senior in college up at Azusa Pacific University. My son, who's in the Air Force. You know what I mean? Stationed out there in Kansas. Like, I'm proud of it. Like, it's my everything, man. That's my everything. So,
big thing.
I mean, my first two things, is my family, my kids. I feel like I'm all around like leader of men, man. Like I surround myself with quality people, as you are one of them, as you can see. Like,
I think you heard that, everybody. Run that back. Yeah.
And,
so what'd you say?
Yeah, I surround myself with quality kids.
And then what'd you say? I'm one of them, right?
You,
okay.
You were on,
y'all get that.
on the
Make
top
sure
side of that list. And but I just sometimes do big things and positive things in this world, and you know, leave a positive imprint when we out of here. You know, and someone's gonna remember what we did,
yes,
what
sir.
we tried to do at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel the biggest thing. I feel blessed, man. I feel blessed when I was a kid. I feel blessed now, even through the hard times or whatever else. I always felt blessed, man. I felt blessed and highly favored just for whatever reason. I've been feeling like that. So
that's why Justin is always smiling and sweating.
Yo!
I killed it at that wedding. When I said my speech, I'm telling you, that was off the dome, son. Freestyle, man. They don't want none of me.
You said that at my wedding.
Yo, and that was
and hit. Everyone since then that sees me says that. Just smiling and sweating. Because it's like a quote now that you at my wedding, bro. All my family says it, everybody says it.
Nice.
But yeah, that's true, man. I always been sweaty, and I always smile easy, for sure.
Okay, man. All right. So, on a more serious note, let's talk about this ThePeaceWatchers movement.
Yeah.
What is it? Tell us the concept. Break this thing down.
The ThePeaceWatchers. The ThePeaceWatchers is a community safety app. If anyone is stopped, detained, or just generally feeling unsafe for whatever reason. A young lady leaving the bar by herself feeling followed, or my daughter got a late class and got to walk across campus to get to her
College students,
like whatever the reason, you can open the app, drop your location. Anyone in a 5 to 10 mile radius that also has the app will get pinged and alerted. They can then open the app, see your location, and pull up and peacefully keep watch so everyone goes home safe. The Peace Watchers. We've added a new piece to the Peace Watchers I'm so happy about. Not just the 5 to 10 mile radius will get pinged. We have something called a safety tree. A safety tree where your 5 contacts you add to your safety tree will get notified no matter what distance they're in. Okay. So your loved ones, no matter what trouble you have, instead of trying to text each person and, text this person or call this person, you can just hop on the app, hit 3 buttons, and alert your loved ones at one time, straightforward. Hey, I'm getting pulled over. Hey, I'm getting stopped. Hey, I'm in a weird space and I'm feeling some bad energy here. Someone pull up on me. Like that kind of feeling where I really feel like the power's in community, man. Like there's a lot of good people in the world, but separated, you're doing good things here, good things here. This has helped some coordination of the good people. Let's all show up for each other. Just pull it up and keep and watch. Just put your head out there. Someone's around. Like anything could help in any situation going forward because good people need good people, man.
I love that. Okay, that's dope. Now, I'm gonna break these questions down because, of course, we're connected.
Okay.
You know, I'm involved with the Peace Watchers movement.
You definitely are.
I want the people to know. So I'm gonna, ask you these questions.
Sir.
That way.
Is where it get hot right now? Is where it start getting.
No, you already hot. Look, forehead, you already sweating, bruh. It's all right.
Oh, man.
When I hit you with the "Who are you?" you already was like, "I'm a father, and I love my kids." That's all. I like baseball, and that's all.
The cameras, man. Cameras and lights. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, man, don't even worry about it, man. This is an organic conversation. That's what the hot seat's about.
Yeah, man.
We've been talking for years. I've been knowing you for 20 plus years.
Man.
You are my brother. You are my family. So the cameras,
100%.
I don't mean that. Everybody that's gonna see this is gonna know and use this information, hopefully, to their advantage, because it is big and it is about community. Which brings me to my next question. How did you develop the concept for this? What made you say, I want to make a community safety app?
Man, so you obviously know this story. So when George Floyd was murdered, man, and the entire world went up. Not just America. We remember there was million people protest all over Europe, everywhere. The whole world went up, man. And I really felt that rage everyone felt. I felt it. My brother felt it. You felt it. We was on the phone a lot.
Yeah.
Talking about what we should or shouldn't do and being kings. Talking like, what should we do? What can or can't we do? Feeling that fire though. We want to burn some shit down. Sorry. Burn some stuff down. And just trying to figure out, can I take all this energy and do something that was positive? Because it was so easy to go negative. When you're that fired up, that pissed off, anger takes the lead. Yeah. It's so easy to be like, man, let's go out there and rough.
That really sums up the conversation too, because like when things are going on in the world, like, and you're dissecting it yourself, but then you have to reach out to your people and say, like, how are you feeling about this? And what's going on with you? How are you receiving this? How do you feel about it? How is it affecting you?
Yeah.
And when we had that conversation, we all absolutely felt the same way. Now, the rioting, the looting, all the different stuff, I can't say that the motive for everybody is the same.
Yeah.
and I can't say that it necessarily creates any change.
True.
I mean, it does change things for people, but a lot of the change is like affects the people in that community. The mom and pop shops, the different things like to that nature. Yeah. So when we sat down, we was like, yo, we mad, we hot, and we really would like to go get some free Nikes and do some stuff like that. But let's figure out a better way to keep our community safe, because there's plenty of issues out there. We're trying to create a solution. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So that brings us back to that conversation, man. And so when we came up with that, when we talked, we didn't come up with this, we talked. And so off of that conversation, like, what made you think that you can just come up with your own app? I want to know this. I don't know nobody that owns the app. So tell me, who you think you are, Mr. App Man? All right.
So with our first conversation was really, what it came to, it was about us at first. Like, okay, Tree damn near 6'7", 6'7". I'm 6'5", 6. I'm right under him. All of our homies, Ant, Dub, big dudes, right? Yeah, just like George Floyd was, right? So our first thing was like, how do we protect our people?
This could have been us. That could have been us.
Boom. So it came up as, we're gonna create a text thread with all of us on it. Let's have all my brother, your dad, my dad, all the brothers on it, and females too. This text thread, if one of us get pulled over somewhere, we hit the text thread. Boom, 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 boom. And whoever's around that can pull up for your brother real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Right. And that was our first thought. Like, that's what we're gonna do. Cause shit was going crazy. I see a cop, my anxiety start going up. You know what I mean? I ain't doing nothing. I'm legit as hell.
Nothing wrong.
I'm legit as hell. But that tension is, everyone knows.
We can all relate to that. I know.
Tension is real. So, and then one day, we're creating that. We got that, starting to add people, whatever. One day my lady says, you should make that an app so everyone could have what you guys are building right now. What you guys are building right now, you should make that an app, babe, because everyone in every community should have that. And that's when we called that meeting at my parents' house. Yeah. I called all my day ones. Yo,
that was crazy. I was like, all right, we having a sit down. Now we getting into it. Like, I'm feeling organized and structured. Like, let's go. I had my notebook. I had all my stuff. My backpack. I had a 6-pack of beer too. But I'm just saying, I was in that thing. I was ready. I showed up.
Tree pulled up.
And we had to be in North County. You had to travel from your area. We don't live in that area no more. I had to travel, but we all made the time to be there. And man, that was a good meeting.
Man, call all my day ones, my brother, my parents. Hey, I got an idea, y'all, off of the thing we created about the text thread. I got an idea. Meet me at my parents' house. Is Sunday night at 4 good for y'all? Meet at my parents' house. Boom. Yeah. And I asked everybody, like, this is gonna take some money. This is gonna take some effort. This is gonna take a crew. I can't do this by myself. Right. I'm not some superhero. You know what I mean? I just have an idea. Right. And I need y'all. And everyone lined up, said, I like this idea. They put money behind it, showed up, and we, as a team, we created this thing, man. Really.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. And when I knew Justin was serious about this app is when, we had the meeting and I knew, okay, that was serious, right? But then from the meeting, the next time I talked to you, I was literally walking into the tattoo shop. Shout out to Jared Allen too, because he's my next guest. So stay tuned for that. But I'm walking into the tattoo shop. I got a couple extra dollars, obviously, because I'm going to get a tattoo. Nobody needs a tattoo. I want to get one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going up in there, finally got my appointment because this boy be booked out 3 months in advance. So I'm like, okay, I'm going in there. Justin hit me like, yo, man, we got it all structured out, man. This is what it's going to cost. This is what we need to put forward. You can get a percentage in the company right now, this, that, and the third. Now, people, a lot of your friends ain't calling you with these opportunities. That's what I'm gonna say first of all. So that's why when you say you surround yourself with quality people, that means a lot.
Yeah, man.
Because that's when the opportunities change. Some people want to talk about people or who this person is with and this is what's going on with all of that different stuff. But when you call me with that opportunity, I'm not even gonna lie, I still got my tattoo. But I still came through with my bread to make sure that I would be a part of this thing. And it wasn't to get rich, it was really because I believed in the concept. And that's what we gotta do as brothers and sisters, like, support one another, man. And when I say brothers and sisters, I'm not talking about a color. I'm talking about man and woman, brothers and sisters. If she ain't your wife or he ain't your husband, then it's your brother and your sister. Man. And that's, if we think like that, it really would change things.
Show up for those who show up for you.
Yeah.
And I can only tell you, boss, what it meant for y'all to really show up like that, though. Like, I could drop a tear on that for how much it meant to me to be brave enough to come. Because niggas, brothers don't want to come ask nobody for them to put yourself out there.
Nah.
I guess you feel really, really out there. I'm gonna put myself out there and ask you for especially you, I'm gonna speak to you, like, for you to say yes, everyone ain't rich, I'ma still put up, like, that's the moment that I remember, like, I knew there was no going back because someone
is outside of you is believing in what you believing in. Now you can't let it up. You can't fail.
Oh.
And this concept is like, it can't fail. We're not gonna stop until it works. Because there's never gonna be a point where we say, well, who cares if the community's safe or not?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like one thing that I commend you for is having the courage to come to a group of brothers and say, you know what, I got this concept, and if you guys believe in it, let's invest and do that, because a lot of people just are about me. I made this up. I did it. It's all me. Right. This is my concept. I made it happen. Right. Self-made. I did it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Spotlight,
like that's out. That's all the way out.
Yeah.
No, you need a team.
Facts.
I got this podcast right now.
Yeah.
I can talk to people. I can make it look good.
Yeah.
I'm getting better and better.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I can't run the cameras. I can't do the audio. I can't do the editing.
Man.
I can't do all this different stuff. Maybe I could.
Yeah.
But I don't want to.
That's a lot.
I'm a barber.
I
still got good hair and take care of my family. Team is so big, man. Stop trying to say I. Yeah. Stop trying to say me. Yeah. Start saying we. That's what we about, man.
Man.
Okay. An app. Like I said before, I don't know many people that have an app. So, talk to us about like the road to gaining that. Like the ups and downs. What'd you go through trying to develop an app?
Man, okay, so for those of y'all listening, I am not Mr. Technology, right? I'm born in 81. I don't have a Facebook. Hey. I'm not Mr. Technology whatsoever, right?
No TikTok, I don't know.
None of that. This just goes to show, if you have drive, you will find a way. Mm-hmm. So, first of all, it takes, for a quality app, it takes money, it takes patience, because there are a lot of things and hoops to jump through that you wouldn't see coming. Let's name a few. You can't just put your app on the Apple App Store. Just call Apple and put it on there.
You just go make an app and just be like, Apple, I need my joint over there now. They ain't having it.
Because we are a social justice style app, it took us months of communication and putting in, applications, and they get back to us, answer these 7 questions, and then you got to go and answer them appropriately, not just right now like you're in class. I got to go to a lawyer or some subsidiary to help me answer this appropriately. What does Apple want to hear with this question right here? Like that kind of thing.
Dialogue gotta be right.
You can't just talk any kind of way.
Right. You're not gonna just be like, I'm telling you, this app is good, it's gonna blow up, put it on there.
Right. Stuff like that. I mean, we put in so much time, energy, money. Business insurance. For those of you who don't know.
That was a fool.
You can't just throw your idea out there and think that there might not be something that may go wrong, and that lands on you. You better go pay for some business insurance to help protect yourself if something does go wrong. Everything won't go right. You must put in work for those bad days. Save your money for those rainy days, and that is business insurance. Watch yourself, protect yourself going forward, because you gotta have your business account. Don't put your business, your LLC, linked to no personal account. That's bad business. You're finna get flagged. Here come the taxes. Bad move.
Good old audit time.
You've called it. You have to get your stuff together, and that is where you create a team. You have to get multiple people that know different things, who to reach out to, connections. Who can I reach out to talk about this without paying a bunch of money and hiring a lawyer? Who can I, those kind of things where you don't see coming, that it takes a team of awareness of who you're connected to.
You're focused on this. I'm focused on that. You're doing this. And it all comes together, and it's a beautiful thing. Because if you try to do it by yourself, you're going to be slipping somewhere.
It's almost somewhere. I mean, those kind of things are just things on top of my head that come to me when little things that were impediments and walls that blocked us that you never saw. Who would ever think you needed business? I didn't know. Right. You didn't know those kind of things.
I thought I was doing something big when you was like, yo, we're in beta testing mode. This is the last step. I'm like, beta testing. Let's go. I started telling everybody, yeah, the app is in beta testing mode. We just get the last little kink to go. And it's ready to go. Man. And even then, it launched and we were still like, okay. We still ran into other issues and stuff like that. Yeah. So, let's give the people the official launch date right now. I feel like that's something good to talk about. Like, yo, because it's here now. All the insurance stuff is straightened out. The beta testing is done and everything is ready to go. We got a special date. I need you to give these people the date right now.
Let's go. All right. 2/22/22. February 22nd, 2022. The Peace Watchers app will be live on Apple iOS and Google App Stores for free. This app is free.
It's free.
Free. I don't want there to be any reason
why you don't have it.
Why someone can't have this app. Why you can't tell your friends to have it. Why you can't put your mom and your auntie and your cousin and your daughter. Why you can't put anyone on it. Create your safety tree. This app is free on all app stores February 22nd. Next week, or depending on when this airs, 2/22/22. All app stores.
22, baby. The Peace Watchers app is launching. So you go to the Apple store, you type in the Peace Watchers, and the app is going to pop up. You can download it right there. iPhones, Androids, whatever you got, right? Well, you ain't got Apple if you got it. Android guys, I'm pointing to my cameraman because he keep on getting Androids. I say you can't keep getting Androids. You got to be part of the iPhone game.
I'm actually with
you know what I'm saying? I know that. I'm for you. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be iPhone. You know, nobody wants Android. You get a lot of free stuff, but then when it's time to send me a picture, it looks all weird. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all things look weird to us too, though.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Oh, you an Android person too? Well, I'm calling both of y'all out then. Yeah. I hate it. Okay. So with that being said, all right. 2/22/22 people. That's February 22nd, 2022. The official launch of the Peace Watchers app is here. Now, there's been a lot of work that went into that, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been a lot of work that went into that.
2 years. 2020 we got started. And it's 2022 now, and we just launched. So look, we all thought we was gonna create it and launch it in like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been 2 years of hard work, man, and showing up to events and going out and publicizing, and all of us putting it on our Instagram. It's been so much work from the team. We're finally here.
Okay.
And it's free.
Okay. I love it. And this is what we need to talk about next. Now, everybody that's viewing this episode, everybody that's listening in, whatever the case may be exposed to a clip on Instagram, whatever it is. I want them to know how they can get involved with the Peach Watchers community. As I know, we took a lot of time to go out and shoot different content and videos to kind of structure out how to make these situations easier. Because the whole key about this is making sure everybody gets home safe.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's
what everybody needs to be geared towards. So when you do show up, like you said, people were thinking about this. Oh, so you got an app, and then somebody just pull up in a 10-mile radius, and then what? Then what do they do?
Right.
You know what I mean? So talk about some of the things that you've created, the tools that you created that people could be, involved with to kind of like learn with the concept and how to really deal with situations, not only when they're showing up for someone else, but also when they are in this situation, because we've done videos and stuff like that for all that. So let's talk about some of that stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay. So our whole thing was just, if you remember one thing from this whole episode, it's about everyone getting home safe.
Right.
Get home safe. Survive the encounter, whatever it is, with police, whatever it is, get home safe, right? One of the things, though, is educating our community, right? And if you go to our YouTube, ThePeaceWatchers, it's on YouTube, we have created videos, plenty of videos of do's and don'ts in situations of showing up for someone else if there is a situation being called out to as a peace watcher. Or if you're pulled over, our most highly viewed video is the do's and don'ts of getting pulled over.
Knowing your rights, knowing what you can do and what you can't do.
Man.
Knowing what to say and what not to say.
Yes.
And how to handle things appropriately. So
yes. Please look.
That's one I'm encouraging everybody to really tap into that. If you got teenagers that just started driving or whatever the case may be, make them watch this so that they can at least know when they're getting pulled over exactly how things should be going. If it's not going that way, that's a great time to be tapping into this app.
Boom.
And somebody can show up and make sure that at least he or she is being treated fairly, and hopefully, if not being detained, but getting home safely. You know what I mean? So that's big.
We put a lot of energy, shot some really good content in a real studio, in a real, like you're doing now. Like we really put energy into educating, and it's for free on YouTube. We're not trying to make a bunch of money off nobody, but we want everyone to know. People, sometimes we don't know how we come off in certain situations, and we gotta be told, like, yo, I'm like you, but if you say that, this might happen after that. So just kind of those kind of things. Look out for us. A couple clips on our Instagram too, @PeaceWatchers, but on the YouTube we have our full videos of do's and don'ts, of cops knocking on your door, of getting pulled over, of showing up. All these little idioms that we go through, little events that we go through, and you just need another viewpoint from somebody else of what you might not want to do, and things may go bad for us. You know what I mean?
And I ain't gonna lie, because there's a couple of things that we did that actually honestly educated me.
Oh yeah. Me too.
With the, you get to cracking, you rolling your window all the way down, and you ain't even gotta do all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You putting yourself in danger just not knowing what you can and can't do.
You gotta be,
Most people think if you crack your window a little bit, they looking like, okay, this dude's up to something. Like, no, that's my right. I don't even know if you the cops yet. I'm trying to figure out who you are right now.
And being prepared. Well,
just because we got the lights.
Can buy those lights on Walmart.
I seen somebody with them lights right there last week.
And being prepared too. Like that's my biggest thing is like have your stuff together. Because when you get pulled over, you get the fumbling around, you get the I don't know where my stuff is. You know what I mean? Just being prepared. Little things like that. Little keys like that we may help someone get home safe that night, wherever you are. Wherever.
So outside of trying to show up and be something, somewhat of a safety mechanism within the community, you're also teaching people how to operate safely within the community.
Correct.
So we're not always blaming and pointing the finger at the police. A lot of times when they pull up or pull us over, a lot of the times they're just as scared as us. The only difference is they got a gun though. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is they kind of be scared as us. So we don't know, both of us don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? So if you at least know how to carry yourself, it'll 9 times out of 10, being that we are looked at as sometimes aggressive or, might be, big and whatever, looking like intimidating. Like, okay, no, I'm scared as you, man.
Yeah.
Scared as you.
Real deal.
So when you get pulled over, man, having your license, registration, all that stuff, all in one little thing. Have it put in a Ziploc bag. Have it all ready. Whatever you got to do, have it right there. So you don't got to get to reaching for nothing. There's no excuse for nothing, sir. Yeah. I'm going to grab this right here. It has all my information. There you go. And that's one little tip right there that I started using. Because I'm like, I used to be like, oh, snap. I'm going out to the glove box. I'm like, you can't fumble like that. You can't reach and get your wallet or nothing. So
just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case. Just because. And it wouldn't be right if you did get harmed in that situation. It wouldn't be right.
Right.
But also, you'd want in the hospital or worse. So it's not being weak or being less than when you have to do this certain way and do all these things. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be, but it's what it is.
That's how it goes.
It's
so when
what
you get there, you get to talking crazy, he gonna get to acting crazy. So you talk respectfully, you give him your information, and then if he violate any rights outside of that, then that's when you hit the Peace Watcher, so we can pull up and make sure, hey, wait a minute now, brother, that ain't
I'll
it.
even hit the Peace Watchers right when you see the lights go on behind you.
Immediately.
Yeah,
Nowadays, you got to.
Now, just boop, 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 just so at least your loved ones know I got pulled over. They can, you don't have to say nothing or text them. You just boom, boom, boom. They can see where you are on the alert. Boom. Oh, he got pulled up. It says police stop. He got pulled over there. They either reach out to you, call, whatever, you have them on the phone, whatever it takes, just so everyone knows where you are, what's happening, all at one time. Your people can probably pull up, cross the street, just keep, be here safely, just watching, make sure we're good. Everyone goes home safe. The cop goes home safe, you go home safe, get your little ticket, whatever he pulled you over for, and we get to live another day. No more of these accidental killings.
The Peace Watchers are basically a community safety app developed to show up when you need help. We all geared towards getting home safely. Not only that, but just the presence, respectfully, not yelling, not fighting, not trying to argue, not getting involved. Filming, which is legal, at the proper distance.
Right, correct.
And making somebody feel like there's actually someone there on their side. Sometimes, a lot of times, really helps too.
Oof.
You know what I mean? So those are huge things. Now you talk to me about some events that you've been involved in. Let's wrap it up by talking. I'm not gonna say wrap it up, but my last question is, let's talk about some of the cool events, or let's talk about one that sticks out in mind to you, an event that you were a part of while developing this app, while trying to promote it, whatever it was. Let's tell the people. And if it's more than one, feel free to share it.
Right, man. It's been so over the 2 years. We've been a lot of different places, right? Back when we first got into creating the Peace Watchers, there was a lot going on. There was that summer. There was protests everywhere. get-togethers, community meetings, and we were pulling up to everything, right?
That's
and,
when they came with the Black Lives Matter all of that.
All that.
I'm going to put a quote on the quotation on it. Do your research on Black Lives Matter. I believe in the statement, but I don't know about the crew. I don't know about the group
There's a lot
that's
going
looked
on.
at. Don't kill me for that. I don't want nobody to come after the podcast. We're just getting started now, but I'm just saying, do your research. Look, my man, he looking up like, this might strike us right now. I'm just saying.
So yeah, back then we were everywhere. And one of the ones from back then that stood out to me, we did a community meeting, a gathering in connection with the Chula Vista Police Department. Remember that one? One of our first.
You naming the same one I was gonna tell you. Ooh, tell them how we came in though, sir. Tell them how we did it though.
Yo, that was one of our first, like, a community recognized that we were doing something. We got invited to it. Like, whoa, we actually okay. We
first got the sign. We got the T-shirts now. Do we even have T-shirts yet?
No, we didn't have T-shirts.
We didn't have no T-shirts yet. Okay.
We were wearing some, but we didn't have some for sale. Like, you know what I mean? We didn't have all that. So man, and had a few community partners, and they were connected and got us invited to this Chula Vista Police Department, like in their lot, a big community gathering.
Yeah. And
it was with a huge biker community from San Diego.
Right.
And
they came through like 100 deep. Now I ain't gonna lie.
Choppers.
I came down from Menifee.
Yeah.
I get up there. I'm following the GPS. I get to the police station. I'm like,
hold up.
I never signed up for being here. The police station? What's going on? And I hit the corner. I see y'all around there, and you got the booth set up. I'm like, I'm still a little.
Yeah. Is this where we at?
I ain't even gonna lie. I was pumping the Underdog gear at the time.
Yeah.
So I met my boy K Diesel around the block. Sold him a hoodie. Shout out to him from Loud Thoughts. He got the mint hoodie. I got that off. Then I came around the corner. And I'm like, yo, we really at the, this is in the pandemic. Like you said, there's a whole lot going on.
Man, it was.
I'm pulling up, and it was good. It was good. We did get a lot of good energy and positive reciprocation out there. But man, that one guy, he had got arrested.
Oh,
my man, they rode through we had 100 bikes out there. I don't know if they didn't know if we came in peace or not. I was like, I swear, we're the Peace Watcher. We want to make sure everybody gets home safe. It's like, well, what's up with the big motorcycle gang that y'all got over here? They came in peace though.
Yeah.
It was peace ride.
Yeah.
Peace Riders. The Peace Riders.
But we had a crew with us, and it but it also created this sense of like community togetherness too. Like we didn't know all them.
No.
They didn't know all us. But we knew a few quality ones, and they showed up for us. Showed up. So our impact was bigger. Like, and those kind of things that help put fuel in your tank when you get all that positive reaction and like, what a great idea. And even from women that don't look like us, and from dudes and older men and whatever it may be, like just that kind of was a day that I felt like, man, like we gonna do this, because that positive reaction helps you pedal through the tough days where it's just you don't feel you're getting anywhere, it's not going anywhere, or you're getting told no for this and no for that. But you know that positivity you heard on those meetings, those days like that, help you keep pushing until you get to days like this.
Absolutely.
The February 22nd.
Until you get to the 22. Yes, sir. All right, man. So this is bringing us to our next segment of the show, which is called Rapid Fire, man. Right. I'm going to give you two options. You're going to pick either one. Normally on Drink Champs, you got to take a shot for this.
Okay.
But, right now, I'm not gonna promote all of that. I'm just gonna say, if you want to take a shot, we can take a shot now.
I'm down with that.
But we'll see. What it is. But you got to answer these questions. So, first question.
All right.
Because we didn't talk about this guy being an Oceanside basketball legend.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
Yo.
Number 40, look him up, man.
Are we talking about
CI champion. You should have wore the ring tonight, son. I'm just saying, you should have wore the ring tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know you had a lot going on. You got down here as quick as you could. You forgot the
CIF
ring.
Player of the Year.
Yeah, CIF Player of the Year. So he's the man. So, a couple of these questions are geared towards sports, and that's why, to make it make sense.
All right.
So,
all right.
First question, college sports or pro sports?
Pro sports, I like to see brothers get paid for what they do. In college sports, they're starting to get the money involved now, but I used to hate the stories of a promising dude playing for free at Alabama, blow his knee out, now he's done playing for free. Like, I think I like to see people get paid for their talent. Go get paid. Like, if you're 18 years old and you can go to the military and die for the country, you should be able to go, if you're 18 years old, go straight to whatever you do professionally level and get paid for what you do.
I like that. Now, and the feed off of that too, because the NCAA is now allowing the college athletes to make money off the likelihood of their name, etc., which means that's extra work outside of them going to school and being a full-time student athlete, right? So they're still refusing to pay anything out of their pocket that these athletes actually bring to the table. So that's crazy. But I do commend the young athletes that do have these names for whatever connections they're able to make and sponsorships that are actually giving them the opportunity to grow that and create a little bit more income for them, you know, and make it a little bit more comfortable in their situation. Welcome to the intermission, man. And then during the intermission, obviously this is something new that we've been implementing in the show. We'd like to first tell you who this show is powered by. Today this show is powered by Femmetonic, which is a black-owned business. It's a beauty, cosmetic, and personal care line featuring products like the creme brulee body oil, great for skin, hair, nails. The Sugar Baby, Sugar Baby Whip Body Polish. When was the last time you've been whipped and polished at the same time? And they got some incredible flavors like the Birkenberry, the Birkins and berry, and pineapple. Again, this is a black-owned business, man, all geared towards cosmetics, beauty, and personal care. Let's go support it, man. Thanks for the sponsor, and it's powered by Femmetonic. So go give them a follow. Femmetonic. We will have the link right there. Next, we want to go into our shout-outs. We'd like to shout out 3 subscribers every week. Our latest 3 subscribers are Tadashi Wallace. Big up Tadashi Wallace for subscribing to the Hot Seat Podcast. It's just a bug. That's another one. That's a big up to It's Just a Bug. And the last one is Hey Little Duck. Now, I don't know if I'm getting pranked here or if these is real people, but if you follow the Hot Seat Podcast and you subscribe to our YouTube channel, we greatly appreciate you. Outside of that, I did have a couple other people that I wanted to shout out, which was M.O.B. M.O.B. Mushrooms on the Brain. He was the last episode that we dropped outside of today. We did drop episode 6. It's not going to be relevant in time when this episode drops. But anyway, Mushrooms on the Brain, man, his episode is going crazy right now on YouTube. Big shout out to my boy Henny Day 4, aka Devon. He's a client of mine and also shows major support to the Hot Seat Podcast. He watches every episode. He's got the t-shirt. He's always giving me different ideals and giving me different encouragement. So big shout out to you, brother. Love to you. And Queen 4 Deuce. She's an Oside native. Has a radio show as well. I ran into her at the grocery store the other day, and we exchanged information, and she's trying to get me on her radio show, and I'm gonna bring her on the podcast as well. So go give her a follow as well. And I think that wraps up our shout outs. Next, we like to do a Fuego Fact of the day. Today's Fuego Fact is, I am is the shortest complete sentence in the English language. Which is insane because it's I am. Not a lot of letters, not a lot of words, but it's such a complete sentence. Something that I use often for affirmations. Every morning when I'm taking my daughter to school, I tell her, I am smart. I am strong. I am beautiful. I can do anything. You know, things like that. So anybody out there that's struggling with self-esteem or whatever the case may be, think of how powerful I am is. Think about some of the positive things about yourself and say, I am this, I am that. Wake up every morning and tell yourself that, because you're every bit of that. So that completes the intermission for today, man. And I appreciate you guys listening in, and back to the show.
But that shit's outdoor. I didn't know it was outdoor.
Yeah, I didn't know it was outdoor. Nigga, what you crack the garage? This is enough. All right, so my next question is, New York or California?
Oh, bruh.
I got to do it now. I know you got the Barbados ties, but I know you spent some time in New York and you had some good time in Cali. So which one is better?
Born in Brooklyn, New York. But I was raised in California. Oh, dang, bruh. I gotta.
You can take a shot.
I gotta go Cali because that's home now. That's where I created my kids is here. Like, not my son's not here anymore, but this is where I became a man at. You know what I mean? Like, Brooklyn's where all my family. We're the only family not in Brooklyn or Barbados, but Cali's my home now, man. My little brother was born here, and that's my ace. So, yeah, I'm gonna go California, but that's not an easy choice. All my sports teams, the Knicks, the Giants. I'm a Knicks fan, I'm a Giants fan, I'm a Yankees fan, I'm a New York everything. My sports, that's my home, but you gotta make me choose, man. I'm Cali, man. I became a man in California.
Yes, sir. I like that answer, man. Even though I gotta get out to the New York, man. I need that.
You have to.
I gotta go out there, you know what I'm saying? Put my Timberlands on Sunday.
Yeah.
Go out there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm about to do that. Next question, hip hop or reggae? I'm killing them right now.
Yeah.
You gonna get a shot tonight, boy. Which one? You ain't got a whole bunch of time, and this is a one question answer too. You've been elaborating too much.
My bad.
Hip hop or reggae? You can tell me why though.
Man, I knew reggae before I ever knew hip hop. So, because of where I grew up at. So I'm gonna say reggae. Reggae was my first thing I knew. I didn't get into hip hop till I damn near was ninth grade. Like,
let me ask you a good question. Do you think there would be a hip hop without reggae?
Yo. I mean,
that's I never even thought about that. Because, you know, it's a form of expression. Everybody's going to do it a little different depending on where you at. That's how you're going to bring it. I think in the island, you know, obviously, we're going with some live instruments. We're going a little bit of singing, a little scatting. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe. Yeah. That's dope. Now, you take them same brothers that's out in New York or that's in Cali, whatever, they ain't gonna say it the same. They ain't gonna walk it and talk it the same.
Right.
So I think, good answer. Reggae. You know what I'm saying? Had to start somewhere.
I'm gonna go reggae.
That's a good one.
Home base.
Now this right here is a deep one to me. Because I've had both.
Okay.
And I've experienced some of your mom's cooking.
Oh, this is a cooking question.
Yeah, this is a cooking question.
Okay. Yeah. My mom is okay.
Everybody knows there's a thing called soul food, right? It's a lot different than island food, right?
Okay.
Now, they all come with a lot of flavor and soul.
For real.
That ain't never gonna be disputed.
Never.
Right? But which is better?
Island food.
Oh!
You ain't even coming to me now,
yes,
man.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Island food quick, man.
Okay.
Let me get some stew food. Let me get some curry. You know what I mean? Some oxtails, some peas and rice. Let me come on, man. What?
And then get your little taste of that bullfrog. And that'll cap your night off just right, will it not? Say I'm lying.
Yes, it will.
Don't get me to talk about them desserts.
Yeah, man. My family cooks up. Man. All my mom and sisters.
Shout out to Miss Heather Austin.
Yes, yeah. Shout out to my mom. Yeah.
Shout out to Brother Bernard too. Because
my dad. Yes,
we're gonna have to put some respect. Shout out to Kevin too now, because we can't leave him out.
Right.
He got to come in too. He gonna be on one of the episodes.
Yeah,
coming soon.
He wanted to get
So
on.
tap in. All right, the last question.
All right.
And this one's kind of crazy because they just played last night. I believe Knicks or Nets.
Man, obviously the Nets got mad stars, but my first love was the New York Knicks, man. Give me Patrick Ewing and John Starks and them, man.
Okay.
Give me Charles Oakley and them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Derek Harper and them, man. Give me Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell, Larry Johnson and them.
Latrell, I choke you out, Sprewell, boy. You think it's a game?
Yeah.
What? That's
Knicks,
what I'm talking about,
It's sad
man.
to say, but I'm Knicks, bro. That's my
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Knicks, man, and I hope Derrick Rose gets healthy real soon. I love to see him back. I'm a Bulls fan.
Yeah.
What he did there was incredible.
Oh, incredible.
And I never stopped rooting for him since, man.
Yeah, dude.
Even though he ain't a Bull no more, man. It's okay. Shout out to Mark Rosen, Levine. You know what I'm saying? We got Caruso over there doing crazy. The young mellow boy. You know what I'm saying? The Ball brother. We're going crazy. I think we top 3 in the East right now. So show some love to that. Put some respect to that. Shout us out for that. You know what I'm saying? And now that brings us to the wrap up.
Oh man.
All right. Now, I think there's a lot more that people probably want to know. Okay. People want to be a part of this community. People want to stay connected. So everybody that's viewing this show, everybody that's listening, how can they stay involved with the Peace Watchers community?
Man, first off, on 2/22/22, download the app. It's free. Please download the app. To follow along with us, Instagram, we are at ThePeaceWatchers. On Twitter, we are at PeaceWatchers. Our YouTube, at ThePeaceWatchers. You can look for our logo. Shout out. I mean, we are a community safety app, so we love to hear from y'all. We love to, address issues if you guys have. Comment on the YouTube, comment on the Instagram. Shout out to us. We sell our shirts, these shirts.
Yeah, that's
And
I already got one. That joint's still holding up too. I might need a re-up though. You know what I'm saying? Can I get a new shirt tonight?
You can get 2, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Tell them what it is, man. Tap in. How can they get the shirts though? How does that work?
Yeah, reach out to us. Either DM us through the Instagram. That's the one we respond to the most. I can mail out shirts. If you're in the area, want to pick it up or if I get dropped off to, it's $20. If I gotta mail it to you, it's $25. Just helps us, put all that into the app because we still are gonna be doing upgrades and as we go, we're not done. We're gonna keep
because like you said, the app is free. It's not about you getting rich, but in order to maintain it, the profits from the t-shirts go towards funding that. A lot like our hot seat t-shirts, man. So, get one of those too. You need to, and we do some little deal. We do what yours is 20, mine is 20. So we'll do 2 for 40 for y'all. 2 for 40. That's it. Okay, so with that being said, all right, now we gotta plug our show, man.
Yeah.
You know what? This is the Hot Seat Podcast. For those tuning in, this is the Hot Seat Podcast. We going crazy. This is season 1. We've been building. I think we're getting better and better, and we greatly appreciate everybody's support out there. One big thing, if you are watching these episodes, make sure you like the episode. Make sure you comment on the episode. And if you are new, make sure you subscribe to the episode. And not only subscribe, but make your subscription public. That allows us to see it so we can shout you out like we do in every intermission. We shout out 3 guests, right? So be one of those, all right? We need you to do that, man. So outside of that, follow us at thehotseat.co. All these links will be provided. Yeah. So, you know, the spelling and all of that, if you're worried about that, the links will be there. Here, there, one of these places, right by him, by me, whatever. We'll have it in the description below. Now he's talking on set. Okay. All right. With that being said, make sure you follow thehotseat.co. This is your boy Trees Trims, and now we're rolling into the quote of the day.
Ooh, let's go.
I like to end it with a relatable quote to the show. All right. Okay. Now this is when I have to go to my phone because I'm not good with my memorizations. I've got to read it. All right.
The day.
This quote today comes from Miss a Queen. Now I'm gonna say the Queen, but a Queen, Coretta Scott King.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Now the quote reads: "The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members."
Man, that's.
I'm gonna read it one more time.
Right on target.
Okay, because this is so relatable to this episode. The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. God. Things like this app is what she's talking about.
Ooh. Yo.
So
that's a bar.
I'm just saying, big shout out. Now this one right here, we don't usually do two quotes, but this one right here is a twofer.
Okay.
I couldn't deny this one.
Got two bars.
And this is big. Okay. Now we talked about community. Now, educate a boy, and you educate an individual. Educate a girl, and you educate a community.
Ooh.
So, ladies,
who said that?
Adelaide Hoodless. I've never heard of her in my life, but she just dropped a bomb on us. And ladies, educate a boy, and you educate an individual. Educate a girl, and you educate a community.
Oh, man.
So women, big shout out to y'all. And I need you to know how powerful your spot and your place is in this world, and how much you are the true teachers to our children. So the way you carry yourself, the way you act, the way you treat them, the way you treat yourself is a direct reflection on that. So with that, I'd say something like the girls say, period, boo. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to tell all the ladies too how much your safety matters to us.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all hear that enough.
Protect.
How much y'all safety in general, just women in general, how much y'all safety matters to guys like us. There are good dudes out there. I know we hear a lot about how many bad dudes are out there, how many guys doing wrong, but to guys that really matter, y'all safety matters to us too. Real deal.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, man, it's been another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast.
What a blessing.
With hot guests.
What a blessing.
Hot topics.
God,
we ain't got no hot wings tonight.
Thank you,
but we got some fresh burgers off the Barbie.
Let's
get
do it.
it.